Okay, so here's another 5 set of quick tips. So quick tip number 11, using AirPrint to print from the iPad. So thanks to AirPrint, you can print right from your iPad. You just need to have a compatible printer. So of course you might not have a compatible printer, but then what you can do is actually send the printing through your laptop that is connected to an active printer. And that's how I've got mine set up. And you can use a number of different software. You can Google it, but Printopia for your Mac and Fingerprint for your PC is one solution. So let's see this on the iPad. So if I click on perhaps Safari, and there I've got a search results. If I want to share those, I can come up here and press on the forward, and I now have a print option. And if I click on print, what it's then going to do is it's going to offer me any printers that are available in my network, and there you go. I can see I've got a Brother, and I just press print, and that's it. So quick tip number 11, printing from the iPad. Quick tip number 12, so that's turn the iPad caps lock on. So let's actually bring up notes perhaps, and let's create a new note. Here we go. I'm just going to click here anywhere on the screen, and then the keyboard will come up. And so in order to bring on the caps lock, rather than kind of holding down it and then pressing it to bring a caps, what I can actually do is I can double tap it. And if I double tap it, you can see they're both now bold, and now everything I do is now caps lock. Sorry, just single tap, there we go, just to bring it back. So that's quick tip number 12. There's also another quick tip, number 13, which is the hidden apostrophe key. Let's have a look at that. So what you can do is you can come down, and if I hold down on the comma, you can see I've got the apostrophe key, and I can just press that there. What I can also do is flick it, and if I flick it, it brings up a double quotes. And that's quick tip number 14, is the double quotes. Next one is quick quotes. So what I want to do is if I want to access the quick quote, what I can do is I can hold down this and I get a single apostrophe, there we go, and I can just bring it in there. Another way you can do it is just by moving your finger and flicking upwards, and it just instantly appears. The actual quotes rather than apostrophe, and that's using the actual question mark, there it is. Okay, and again I can hold it down and just flick, and that gives the same thing. So that's quick tip number 14 and 15. Let's go to the end. So quick tip number 16, add apps to the bottom of your home screen. So at the moment, at the bottom of your home screen, you might have 5 apps, but if there's an app you constantly want available, what you can do is you can, again, stick your finger on it, drag it, and just drag the app down there. Press the home button, and suddenly it's back. If I want to put it back, just drag it across, there we go. So very useful to have all of those apps available at the bottom that you commonly use. And that's quick tip number 16. Quick tip number 17 is your signature. So at the moment, all emails in your block say sent from iPad, but you might not want to say that. So come into settings, click on your mail, and then in your contacts, calendars and signatures, you should be able to scroll down and see, there we go, you've got a signature there. So you can say sent from my iPad thingy, or you can add it just with your name. There we go, so a signature to all of your emails. Quick tip number 18, iPads and battery life. So what you might want to do is conserve some of your battery life by changing the settings. Very simple, all you need to do is go into the settings, brightness and wallpaper, and if you change it to auto brightness, what it will do is it will help, but also you can just adjust it yourself. And there we go, conserve your battery life by changing the brightness. Quick tip number 19 is make your passcode more complicated. We looked at that in one of the earlier quick tips. So let's come back and have a look. So general, password. And what you can do is you can change the whole settings of your passcode in terms of how often it does and what restrictions there are associated with it. So the auto lock, you can change it to never, 2, 5, 10, and it depends on how annoyed you are with constantly putting on your passcode. And again, to change your passcode, what you need to do is come into here and you can change it to be a simple, or you can choose for it to be a more complex one. And a great feature as well is erase data. So what you can do is erase all the data on this iPad if they've had too many failed attempts. And finally, quick tip number 20 is create custom shortcuts for common phrases. All you need to do is again navigate to Settings, General, and then in the General, what we're going to go is we're going to go to Keyboard. And so here we have is there's shortcuts down here, and currently there is OMW, on my way. But what I can do is I can add a new shortcut, and I could say OMG. Oh my, and let's just make it nice and clean. Oh my gosh. Save. Yeah. Oh, the shortcut cannot contain spaces. I've got it round the wrong way. Here we go. So let's just select all of that. Let's cut all of that. Bring it down here. Paste. And here we go. And let's change the shortcut. Here we go. OMG. Save. Now what I should be able to do is come into my notes and click on here. And now if I type OMG, oh my gosh, quick space, and there it is. So create your own shortcuts. Very, very useful. And that's the end of the quick tips.